So in the tropics, there's many kind of small, simple digester designs. Not many, but there are many digesters that exist. There's well over 10 million digesters in India and China, in the warmer portions of those countries, in Central America, Africa. There's some digesters. As I said before, the methanogens, the microbes that live inside the digesters that do the work, they're very temperature dependent. So when it's warm, they like it and they live very well and they do the things we want them to do very well. But when it gets cold, they slow down and don't do many things at all. So they don't degrade the carbon that's coming in. They don't produce methane.
Yeah, basically there are two things we are gonna do. Rich is gonna work with the microbial community, and my research is regarding kinetics. So the way or how fast the gas production is going on. But the key point here is the last winter we saw that below 10 degrees Celsius the gas production stops. So if we change the digester design or we change the operation of the digester, we can increase gas production even below 10 Celsius degrees.
So it's really critical for us to insulate the system. So that's why you see the straw bales. So one of the things that's going to be very important is to see how this digester performs during the winter. During the summer it should perform pretty well because it's going to be fairly warm. During the winter, when the ambient temperature is colder, the digester is going to get colder, and it'll be important to see how well it does there. Looking at those considerations, that's one of the main reasons why we bury the digester here. So by burying it down to a depth below maybe 2 feet, we should be in a fairly constant temperature zone with regard to soil temperature. It should be around, I think it's 58 degrees or something like that. It actually doesn't stay constant because we're adding cold manure, we're adding cold dilution water at times. So the digester did get down to, I think the coldest temperature we got was about 32 degrees Fahrenheit last winter. At that point we didn't have it totally covered with straw bales, so hopefully with this added insulation we should be able to keep it a bit warmer in future winters. But it's going to be really important to try to keep the digester as warm as we can. Most of the large digesters that exist in the US on large dairy farms, they're heated, so they don't have to worry about trying to keep it warm. Which, we could heat this one, but again, that's an additional energy source to operate the digester, and it's additional mechanism, additional cost. So right now we're trying to keep it as simple as possible. The biodigester, the tank itself is a 300-gallon polyethylene tank, which I believe costs around $500. Then some miscellaneous PVC piping was probably another $100. And we had the inflow tank and the compensation tank existing, but you could probably add in a few $100s for those. So probably less than $1,000, I would say.